right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to season 3. We've taken a long
hiatus
break. We haven't recorded something in a month, let alone in the studio, because we've been from home. But as you can see, the background is very different because we're in a different space. I'm just in awe right now.
Yeah, I know. Like, honestly, I think, okay, let's just like take it back a little bit. So I feel like the last couple months we've been, I don't want to say struggling, but okay, you guys know that we've been talking about how like we want to make Keeping It Cento more like it's our business. You know what I mean? Like it's our brand, it's our business. It's no longer just a hobby anymore. But I think the way me and Fran were going about it was like we were still treating it like a hobby because it wasn't being put up on like as a priority in front of everything else, which obviously not in front of everything else, but you know what I mean?
I mean, for keeping it real, yeah. But I mean, like, it's obviously something we still want to do and we have fun with, but we just thought like it's time to kind of level it up, especially if we're doing 3 seasons. It's almost been 2 years, which we'll get more into that because we have exciting news.
But what I was trying to get at is like we were not putting it as a priority. Like there's things where we're like, oh, okay, it's fine. Like that'll wait till later, or like we weren't like really we weren't investing in it. Like that includes like time and money. It was kind of just one of those things in life that started to be like those things that you're just doing because you have to do it. Like, oh, we need to do this. And then like when you reevaluate something that you're really passionate about at the end of the day, you shouldn't feel like a chore and work. So we had to like circle back and be like, hey, like what do we really want from this? That in combination with like some external factors that like
out of our control.
We're out of our control. We're kind of like impacting it. And like I think that they felt like setbacks for us, and we're just kind of like we never really fully talked about this, but I think like the vibe was just like, what the fuck are we even doing? Like there's been so many setbacks.
There was a vibe where I kind of, for me personally, where I was just kind of like, are we going to continue this? Or like, is it like,
because just so many things kept happening.
Especially when we were recording at home again. It's like, we're going back and nothing wrong with recording at home.
No.
We don't have a good space for it. It's loud. Our mom is loud. Our dog is loud. Like everything's just loud in their house. We couldn't do it. And we're like, okay, we're taking like 3 steps back and no steps forward. So like, where is this going? Anyways, to introduce this, we're in a new studio, new space, new headspace, and we're ready to roll.
So we'll see how it goes.
Let's just get all the updates out of the way. So it's weird that I can't hear myself. Usually we can hear, but I kind of like it better that like I don't have something on my head. But anyways, so we have exciting news. So by the time this is out, are we going to be posting it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this will go out next week. So we'll already have been posted.
So we to celebrate 2 years of Keeping It Cento. I can't even say her name anymore. Cento. We are having hosting an event with Casa Mezcal. I hope I pronounced that right. It's a Mexican lounge restaurant place on King Street. It's very lit, very, very lit with A+ food and drinks
and margaritas and
just the whole vibe is amazing. So we're hosting an event there on Saturday, August 20th at 9 p.m. We just want to say it now. Basically, first drink is on us. So everyone who comes and kind of RSVPs. We've already invited a bunch of people, but obviously we're welcome. Anybody's welcome. It's our community. Whatever.
I mean, if 200 people show up,
we got to
put a cap on.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just kidding.
First drink is on us, so make sure you message us before August 9th because we need to set aside a certain amount of vouchers, and some of those vouchers are already taken up, so we have a certain limit. So if you guys want to come and support, and like we'd obviously love to see like everybody there. I don't know who I'm talking to, but anyone who's listening or watching, we'd love to obviously see you there. So message me or Sam. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna have a donation station as well for Dogtails Animal Sanctuary, the place that me and Sam volunteer at. So, we're hoping to get some assets. So like QR codes where you can scan and see all the adoptable dogs. Just wanted to write your name down, donation, however it may be. And all proceeds are going to Dogtails.
Yeah. So I mean,
nothing's really in it for us except for getting to see like our community and celebrating 2 years of,
It's not like a thing where it's like an event and then we're trying to make money and blah, blah, blah. We're really just trying to celebrate like the community we created. And it's really at no cost to like for anyone to come and support. It's literally like going downtown for like a club bar night with your friends. It's going to be a private event on the 2nd floor of Casa Mezcal. So like it's not going to be randoms walking off the street, although they're like welcome, I guess. I mean like
whatever. Anyways, we rented a floor. So yeah, if you guys want to come to that, let us know. Again, we only have a certain amount of vouchers. So just like keep that in mind. But yeah.
Anyways, super exciting. But what else? What other updates do you have?
For my life?
Yeah, let's get into some
monthly update.
I don't even remember the amount of shit that's happened. Okay, you know what the thing is? Our last 2 episodes too, I think we had guests. So
We had not my anxiety, I'm sorry. We had the anxiety guy and I apologize. I literally don't remember. It's not.
no, Alessia came before that.
Yes, and the anxiety guy. So they were both.
No, yeah, there was nothing after him. You're right.
It was a month break, basically. We didn't even plan that break. We're kind of just like, we have nothing to fucking put out. So like, let's just call it a break because we're going through that weird space or whatever. A monthly update.
Can I just give some advice first? Like some of my like ranty advice that like Fran gets annoyed at when I say it. But I just want to say that if you're doing something and you feel like you're experiencing a setback, actually try and change your mindset. Because now when I look back to the last couple of months and we were like kind of like in this like weird position where we're like, okay, like, do we fucking quit? Like, what's it worth anymore? When I look back, what we thought was a setback were actually multiple opportunities to catapult us into bigger and better things for the podcast.
There's a quote for that. It's like the comeback is better than the setback.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I think that's a quote.
Yeah. The comeback is better. Yeah.
It's stronger than the setback or something.
We literally felt like it was a setback, but once you change your mindset, things start happening like school space that we're in right now and just people kind of coming onto our team wanting to help us and events and shit like that. So it's like really like weird when you look back at it. It's like, well, you could have easily just given up. You know what I mean? I've been like, fuck it. It's not worth it. But instead we took it and it catapulted.
Yeah. And there has been people supporting us. Shout out to Kendra. I'm shouting out Kendra.
Oh yeah.
She's a real one, our photographer. And also like, I guess she's a bigger member of the team now, but like example of somebody who like has stuck by the podcast and believes in it. So like, that's truly amazing. Anyways, monthly update. I got a job. So the job that I was stressing about a month before on the Anxiety Guy podcast where I was closing my eyes and I was like, oh, I'm stressing. I'm not going to get this job. So I got the job. So I've been working since Monday. I started last week. So I've been working for a whole whopping like 7 days,
and
8 days.
How's that going for you?
It's good. It's first week's just training. So like the basic stuff. Not going to lie though. The first day I had anxiety. So I don't want to talk too much about like the company or whatever because I don't want to say too much and I already know I'm going to like freaking. But like I work for Pet Value Canada and I'm a marketing coordinator for them. So I work in the marketing department.
Cool.
So I work in the marketing department and I realized that it was going to be a lot of a remote job. So I already didn't want really remote. Like I would love, okay, let me just backtrack. You go into person once every maybe like 2-3 weeks, once every month if you want to, like it's not really whatever unless you have large meetings. And so I'm a person who like loves to get, like I've always wanted a job where I don't have to work remote and like I have a routine of waking up, going to work and then coming home. So the first day I actually had really bad anxiety and I like in the middle of my day I broke down and cried maybe like 5 times. Definitely other external sources as well. Like to be real, I'm like I guess my relationship's not new anymore. I've been dating Francie for 6 months or whatever, 6-7 months. But the fact that like I'm actually keeping it real because I've never really said this in public. So the fact that like, you know, we're together every single day kind of like, because he also started a new full-time job. We're together every day and did to get like everything together every day to now like we're not speaking. It doesn't seem like big, but it was just like a shift kind of and like a whole kind of shift in relationship. We're not speaking for 7-8 hours at a time. Can't see each other Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're both tired after work, maybe once every week, maybe once every 2 weeks. And I was kind of like, okay, well, how is this going to affect my relationship? How is this going to change my friendships? Am I going to be stuck in my room the whole time? So I was having like major anxiety. Thank God, obviously, like I had him to support me. I called my dad, like crying. My dad gave me like wise words of advice, just like to calm down.
Our dad just says like these quotes that actually stick with you.
He's like, you're fierce. Like you can do this. Like use like that time to really get in the zone, do your work, show them why they hired you. And like you have literally after 5, you're free. Like you can go wherever you want. You can go see Francie if you want. You go see your friends. You can chill. And it's like, you're fine. And I was like, hey, yeah, I know. I just like my routine for the last 6-7 months, my routine for the last 5 years since I've been in university is I can go see whoever I want, whenever I want. I'm not stuck butt into chair doing work. So that kind of gave me a little bit of a shake.
But at the same time, like with remote work, you don't have to be stuck butt to a chair doing work either. Like if you like once you are done your training, you obviously have to start getting used to things. Like you can start managing your time differently. Like you can take an hour throughout the day
so
and
I
like
do
go
that.
and do
I take a block 12 to 1. I have lunch, half an hour, and then half an hour. I still do work. I manage my work agenda and stuff, but I'll like watch a show in the background or I'll like chill with Kiki. I'm not like button to chair doing tasks, but I don't know. I feel like anyone who started like a new job, now I kind of get what Sam said. It did shake me up a bit where like my routine's totally changed and like things are different in my life that like were I thought were set in stone before. But I think it's a good change. And like, you know what I mean? It just helps you grow as a person too. So
I also think like what you said about the friend thing that I noticed is like, not that I'm like neglecting my friends at all, but I definitely don't like message my friends as much anymore throughout the day as I used to when I was in school or like at previous jobs or whatever. Like with some jobs, especially in marketing, like we're both in marketing, it's very much go, go, go. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but
lots of meetings, lots of like tasks.
yeah, like lots of meetings, like everything's like on your mind. So you don't have time to be on your phone all day. So it's like really like a huge adjustment. And like, yeah, I don't know. I used to feel bad for not getting back to people, but then I realized like I need to prioritize what I want to do. If I want to prioritize friends and answering friends, then like my work's going to take like a step back and like whatever. So cool.
Yeah, that was my large update. What other update do I have? I forget. My only update's like the only thing now is that like I work kind of. It's like my personality. Not really, but like just that's the only thing that kind of.
That's the only thing that's gone on in the last month.
That's all I can actually remember. Because from
true.
that last thing, like I was in an interview process, now I'm just working. So that's kind of the last thing that like the major shift that happened. I just thought I'd bring up that like, I don't know. I feel like everyone when they start work has a shift in something, whether it's relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's like mindset, whether it's just like a routine. And it shook me up because I'm someone who's so into routine. And again, seeing like my boyfriend every day or seeing my friends.
Can I interrupt you for a second? From the outside looking in, it doesn't look like you're someone who's into routine. So like, what do you mean by like you're into routine? Because like,
into routine as
you
in
very
like,
much like do random things and like change all the
but
time.
you think that, but I don't. How much? Do you see my note app? I have what I'm doing throughout the hour. I used to have what I'm doing throughout the hour.
Yeah, but you
planned.
always change it. Like this morning, you were supposed to go downtown. Like up until the last minute, you were literally like, I'm going at this time, and then randomly.
Well, it's also because I slept in a little bit. Like I work at 9. And I woke up early and I'm like, I'm just really, really tired. If I slept in a little bit, I'm not going to go downtown and then miss work. I went at lunch instead. But I mean into routine as in like for example, school. I was so used to the university routine where I can do anything I want.
You don't mean like hour by hour routine. You mean like just like general lifestyle.
Yeah, my lifestyle, I guess. How about you?
There's things that's been happening, but I can't really say it yet. Like I can't speak on it. So like maybe I'm going to say 2 episodes from now, I'll be able to speak on it as something that's kind of going to change in my life. But other than that, I went on like kind of an impromptu trip to Miami/Florida. It was really random. Like no one in my family even really knew I was going except my mom and dad really. And like my friends, like, I mean, it's just Florida. It's not that big of a fucking deal. But I mean, like, I was really like stressed prior, like to the point where it was like manifesting physically. Like I started getting like swollen lymph nodes in places, like on my face. I don't want anyone to message me and tell me what that is because please don't. Like I already looked it up and it said I was dying. But I went to the doctor, got it all sorted. It was just an infection, but it was just in a random spot. And then I started getting like physically sick and just like, have you ever felt like disassociated?
You always ask me that question. Yes.
So I felt like I was here, but I wasn't. Like I'd be looking at this microphone, but it would be blurry. Like I had a body experience. Like I was so stressed, so many things just running through my brain, podcast, work, family life, relationships, moving out, blah, 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 so many things that like, I was like, okay, you know what? I need to get the fuck out of here and just take a trip somewhere that's just like easy. It doesn't take much thinking or planning, is in a different language. So I went to Miami and it was really fun. Like honestly, I know this sounds dramatic, but it kind of changed a lot of things going there.
Sorry, I'm just gonna lean back. I'm gonna get comfy. Is that fine?
Yeah, I don't care. Anyways, so it changed a lot of things going there because like I feel stupid saying this because it's just Florida. Like I'm sure there's people in Florida who are like stressed and like maybe they come to Toronto and they get unstressed. But I think like it's really important to change your scenery. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like I was seeing the same people every day. Fran, my mom, seeing the same things every day, the same gym, the same car, everything for so long. And I was just so in my head that getting out and going to Florida, a different place, somewhere where like, I don't know, things are just like easy breezy there for some reason. It just seems like it. Maybe it's just because I was on vacation, but it was weird. Like so many things happened that could have been bad. For example, we all know what's going on with the shit Air Canada airline, right? So we initially had flights booked with Air Canada. And what? Should I not have said that?
No. But I have a story. Just keep going.
Sorry, I don't care. Canada probably was not going to
No,
watch
they watch
our
our-
podcast. Anyway, so flights got canceled, blah, blah, blah. We bought cancellation insurance initially because we were like, oh, just in case, like make sure we can get a refund. We basically didn't get a refund and we booked our next flight before we checked if we could get a refund because it was so close to when we were supposed to be in Florida that we're like, let's just book another flight. So essentially, me and Rowan both spent $1,000 each to go to Florida, like in travel, because we never got our flight money back from Air Canada. So if you really sit there and think about it, that could really be annoying. And then just some other things in Florida that were happening, but we didn't. We literally kept thinking positively and like so many good things were happening. Like I got phone calls while I was in Florida from people in Toronto about like opportunities and all like in different areas of my life. And I was like, holy fuck, how is this all happening all at once? And it was almost like the universe was like, good job. You let go. You stop stressing about shit. Like now here's what you've been looking for type of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my update.
Speaking of airplanes, I've been obsessed with watching
God,
Mayday.
I don't want to.
Document. Well, you're gonna have
No,
to.
I'm not. I'm terrified of planes.
Francie has put me on Mayday. So the first time he came, like not first time he came over, but he came over. He's like, watch this plane crash. I'm like, I'm not watching plane crashes. I'm like, you're fucked. He's like, no, watch this plane crash. We watch Mayday, and it's.
Can you not get
No,
into
this is the reason.
intricacies?
No, I'm going to a little bit. Just because, like, you have to face your fears when it comes to this shit. Like, just to know how rare it is, because these accidents were so like freak show accidents. It's interesting to watch because it informs you like what happened, what went wrong on the plane, why was like, what can you do to like, you know, minimize your risk. Like it was just crazy. I'm telling one story. It's very rare. I just want to like the viewers need to hear it.
I really do.
It was Hawaiian Airlines. You're never going to take Hawaiian Airlines. You're fine. Airlines. And this lady, while she was walking on the airline, she noticed a little bolt was kind of like scratched or like on the airplane. And she thought the lady was alive still, like to this day. She thought into her head, she's like, that's kind of weird that like there's a bolt that's kind of scratched / like looks loose. Like,
what does that mean? Scratch? Like,
it looked kind of like loose a little bit, like off, like not screwed on tight. It was kind of just like loosely, like not bolted in or whatever. And she's like, I didn't think anything of it because obviously they're not going to fly a dangerous plane. Maybe 3 minutes into the flight, they're in the air, they're whatever, and the roof comes off.
that's nice.
So they're flying with no roof in the airplane. I was like, how is
well,
this?
good thing they were wearing their seatbelts.
How
I
is
guess.
this possible? No, because the people were going through with the carts, and one lady got sucked up and she died.
Sucked up where?
So essentially, this is what happened. The roof
Were
came
they
off.
ascending?
Okay,
I'm
no, they're in the
confused.
air like this. The roof comes off. The plane's bending now. The cockpit, the where the pilots are now is bended, but still flying.
How? Why is it bended?
Because just like the pressure of like the air now going off the roof's off, Sam, of the plane. Half the roof off the plane is off.
I would actually.
So they're
just
landing,
die on the spot.
but the plane's bent. And essentially,
Wait, but I have a question. You said this was 3 minutes into the flight.
sorry, that might have been like, it might have been 3 minutes. They were in the air, they were flying. They were over an ocean. So they landed or whatever. They landed safely.
How?
No one died, but that one lady. So what ended up happening was the bolts on the plane were not done properly because the plane was old and they didn't maintenance properly. And what happened was the lady, only one tile of the roof came off, but that tile was so much pressure, the lady got sucked in, her head, and then combusted the whole rest of the roof, and she ended up dying. She ended up like flying, like she was gone. But
She exploded?
she basically exploded into the air.
That's nice.
So,
now
but how
I'm going
freak
to
show-
go on a plane and inspect all the bolts.
Anyways,
next
I
time.
just think it's really interesting. Also, if you guys are into this stuff, watch a documentary. I think it's a Boeing documentary. It's on Boeing planes and how corrupt they are and how they literally don't care about people's lives and just want money. So I really suggest you watch that.
Fran was telling me this before I was going on a plane. She was like, have you heard about the Boeing?
It's not really,
shit?
it's not so,
I was like, why
it's
the
not,
fuck are you
it's not
telling me
more
this?
so about plane crashes. It just talks about how corrupt corporations are, where like they just want money and actually don't care about the well-being of people. Like they will fly.
Well, we know this about corporations.
They will fly planes that are not good to fly just so they can get money for a new plane. It's just crazy. So I'm never taking Boeing again.
But it's not, but isn't Boeing like a make?
Yeah, it is.
So how do you
It's
know?
a company. It's a
Yeah, but you could be taking Sunwing and it's a Boeing airplane.
yeah. That's why everyone Boeing, it just runs the world. But like what happened with them is kind of fucked up. They should not be running the world.
So then how do you know if it's a Boeing plane is what I'm trying to say to
You
you.
don't. I was just making a joke. Like you don't.
So
know.
I can just be on a Boeing plane and not even know.
You probably were on a Boeing plane to Miami.
No, it wasn't.
How you know?
I checked. It was Airbus.
Okay, that's
Or is that like not a thing?
No, Airbus is a thing, but that's weird. Usually European is Airbus.
Okay, actually, in
Like
case
Canada usually is Bombardier or Bombardier.
no, but this was an American
But usually,
airline.
yeah, usually it's Boeing.
No,
Airbus,
it's new. Okay, the airline I took was called Frontier Airlines. It's actually so good.
Airbus
so
is
fucking
European,
cheap.
I think. But yeah, you can. Anyways, I don't know. I just thought it was a weird documentary. I thought it was crazy. And like you need to inform yourself in the shit that happens, not to make yourself scared, but just to make yourself informed. That's why.
Already, well, you do that. I'm never watching Mayday
What
or
else
anything
have
like
I
that.
been watching?
Love
Okay.
Island. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm watching this season, the US.
Okay. No, you need to watch the UK or like OG Love Island because the US one doesn't compare. They're boring and they talk like weird. They talk like they're like 15-year-olds from Toronto. Like, I'm not down. I'm not down. Like, that's
Some
how they
people
talk
on that show are like,
Not cute. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're not. Like the
no,
host was like
personality wise.
no, the host.
Sarah
I'm not. Listen,
Sarah
I'm not trying
Hyland's
to
the
be.
host of the US one. I really like her.
I like her too, and I'm not trying to be superficial. I think everyone's pretty in their own way, obviously. But when the host was like, "We've gathered the most beautiful women in America and most beautiful, like most hottest, sexiest men in America," I was like, "From where, dude?"
Can I say
I've
something?
definitely
This is
seen
so
hotter
rude. Me and
people.
Francie always that redhead in the US.
Friend, that's mean.
No, I'm not trying to be rude. No. She's
Cut
pretty in
it.
her own way. No, she's pretty in her own way. Girls need to support girls. When you have a weave showing, you're supposed to fix that girl's weave and say,
I have
hey,
a weave showing right
your
now.
tape
I think.
and
Sorry about
showing.
that.
You want to brush your hair. If your self-tan looks off, like Sam tells me sometimes I look green, sure. Thank you for the good suggestion.
Yeah, except you don't.
But her
take
like
it.
self-tan was off and I was like, I feel bad for her. Like these girls should be helping each other out. You're on camera. Like
Maybe she's like you and they tell her and she just doesn't care.
no. I'm not that bad.
Anyways, so what are your thoughts on Love Island then? Because there's bare
I think
people
I'm
who
only
watch it.
I'm only 6 episodes.
There's only 6 episodes.
To the US one. Who do I like? Who I don't like?
I like Jesse.
Don't like Andy. I think he's
Andy?
Andy's
He looks like Kendall.
Yeah, not my cup of tea. I like Timmy.
I like Timmy and Jesse.
Jesse. I like Jesse. I don't like the one who looks like Taylor Holden with the earring, the dangly earring.
I like him, but he's the one that reminds me of like a Toronto guy. She's like, yeah, I'm not down. We're like, he stood up in one of the episodes and he's like, when the redhead got picked by Andy, which, wow. Anyways, what's his name? What's the guy's name with the dangly earring?
I don't know. I call
Timmy?
him Taylor Holden. No,
Taylor
that's
Holden.
not Timmy. Taylor Holden.
What the fuck is his name?
We'll call him Taylor Holden. TikTok guy with the dangly earring.
Is his name Isaiah?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he stands up and he's like standing like this. He's like, yeah, I'm used to getting let down, but that's okay because I keep, or like something like stupid, like just like really, really stupid and like trying to be like all tough after someone stole his girl after he's known her
Deb.
for 2 days.
I really like Deb. I think she's quirky and cute. I like her. She's
Oh
real.
my God, I love
them.
Courtney, the way she talks.
I don't like her.
It's so fun. It's not entertaining.
For that reason.
She's like, he's just so hot. Like that's how she talks. It's actually entertaining though.
Who else is on there? Courtney.
Oh, that girl went home.
Haha, I hated her.
I liked her.
Oh, she was so cocky. Oh, I did not like her at all.
And then
who's the other one?
the blonde one,
she's
Mandy.
pretty.
Maddie.
Yeah, she's pretty. I like her.
Yeah, she's cute.
Not just because she's pretty, but also because like she seems like she's cute. And then Felipe, which don't even get me started on Felipe.
Why? He's
You're
hot?
32.
Oh.
And you're on this show. Red flag, man. Who's even going for it? You're 32 and you're on a show with a bunch of 25, 26. Like,
no, not even. They're not even that old. They're
I'm sorry.
literally like
Anything
21.
past 30, you should not be allowed on that show. Like it should be a rule.
Yeah. Another update. Kiki got a haircut and it's fucking horrible.
I don't think anyone cares what Kiki's hair.
I'm sorry. I just had to mention
and
that.
she looks cute.
I'm trying to, like, this episode's really, it's going to be a short and sweet one. We're just trying to, like, come back on here, get, like, situated, comfortable, and spitfire some updates. But, yeah.
Watching Bachelor, I don't know.
Yeah. Are you?
No.
It's actually good. No, it's
I think
good.
it's stupid. I think it's dumb of the two Bachelorettes.
No, it's actually embarrassing. Like,
that's why I think
no,
it's
I
just
actually I was watching it today. I was getting secondhand. There, she was like, whatever
What
his
if
name is.
one-
She's
wait.
like, John, will you accept this rose? He's like, no, I actually like Gabby. That's
Yeah,
literally what he
see?
said. I was like,
so like they can decline roses, and then what if the girl who like picked all her like first pickings and the guys don't like her, she's stuck with the ones that she doesn't even like.
no, they still have some that are going for them and some like they still.
Yeah, but the one that you like the most, if he likes the other person, well, you're stuck with like second best, third best.
I
How do you
guess.
think they
But you
feel?
would like this season because Gabby, how Gabby is, you would like it.
I don't know. I think I'm off the Bachelor. I like Bachelor more than Bachelorette, to be honest. I think it's just way more entertaining.
Speaking of reality TV, we still need your guys' help to get us onto the Amazing Race Canada, because remember last time we touched base in studio, that's what we were talking about. Is
Actually,
the
a producer
Amazing
commented on our picture.
Yeah, is the Amazing Race.
But it was American, and we're not American. We're not allowed American.
Did we tell that story?
No, we didn't.
Okay, so basically, after we went on a rant about how we would be great on Amazing Race because we look like we care a lot about makeup and hair, which we do, and we're also pretty athletic. I think we would be good at it, right? You're distracting me so hard.
Sorry.
Okay, anyways, our mom's like texting both of us at the same time. Anyway, so after we released that clip, a producer from The Amazing Race commented and was like, we would love to see you on here or something like that. I literally was like, holy fuck. Like, I wasn't even putting out that clip thinking that would happen, like just randomly. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, like, honestly, we would love to come on. And she was like, yeah, like, let me see, like, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what can happen. And I was like, but we're Canadian. So like, is that going to be a problem? And she was like, let me see what I can do. Let's see who I can talk to, whatever. She was, and then she basically came back and said she can't pull any strings for like Canadians to go on The Amazing Race. Then The Amazing Race Canada.
Like Canada's like a foreign, like actually they treat Canada like it's a foreign, undeveloped country. I'm sorry, they do. They treat Canada like we're aliens. Why are we allowed on like we're in North America? Not that like whatever, but like we're in North America. We should be allowed on. Anyways, I think it's so stupid.
Well, The Amazing Race Canada came back and we've been trying to find the applications for it so that we can make an application, but we can't find it anywhere. So if anybody knows, send us the link. Also, The Amazing Race Canada is only around Canada because I've been watching it.
That's pretty cool.
Is it?
I think that's pretty cool. But where do you go?
Like they started off in
Northwest Territories? Like do you go to Yukon and those places?
Yeah, you go everywhere probably. I would be good at that because I studied.
I feel like you don't go
studies,
East Coast.
And it was, yeah, you do.
I feel like you won't.
East Coast? Why wouldn't you go there? Like Newfoundland?
So where, like you start in Ontario? Or where
you not necessarily. You start wherever. Like this season started in Montreal, in Mont Tremblant, and they had to do like a fucking maze in Mont Tremblant.
How do you get to each province? You just plane?
What do you mean? You walk.
No, I just like, they buy your plane tickets and stuff.
Obviously. Like, what'd you think?
I don't know what I thought.
But yeah, do you have anything else?
No, I'm all out of updates.
Yeah, I think that's all our updates for today. We just wanted to like come back and just get situated, kind of comfortable.
We do have some like new I made that TikTok about like new segments and stuff.
Nothing new with Fran interrupting me, but it's fine.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll just go fuck myself. No, it's fine. Go.
So we wanted to do like introduce new segments like consumer. Sorry, been doing too much marketing. Do what's it called? What they call
journalism?
Listener segments.
Yes.
So we kind of want to do almost like a radio kind of vibe where like we'll have weekly updates, but we want to hear your guys' weekly updates. So you guys will say your weekly updates, whether you want to like write them down on our story prompt or even call in, or like we have some kind of way to like hook you guys up, call in, and then say it live on the podcast. That'd be super dope, I think. So you guys can like come on and we can like chat with you if you have any weekly update or whatever. That's one idea that we had that we want to really implement that will be in season 3. We also want to go, we are going to a lot of local Toronto events and like festivals, eats, all that kind of stuff. To kind
new
of
openings.
To showcase like local Toronto, just like
businesses
and we're calling it, keeping it TO. So keeping it in Toronto, keeping it like.
Maybe eventually it'll be keeping it other places that we can go to and like venture off into like other cities. But yeah, for now we want to.
Okay, well, we haven't even done Toronto.
Okay,
yet.
wait, but I mean like dream big.
But yeah, so like we want to like interview maybe small business owners or for example, food truck owners and just kind of like, I don't know, get a little bit of Toronto talent, showcase them a little bit. Cause we're, at the end of the day, we were born in Toronto.
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Toronto. So the heart, Dundas Street, West, Trinity Bellwoods Park. So, I mean, we're pretty Toronto.
You barely grew up there though.
I remember.
Do you tell people that you grew up there?
No, I just say I'm from Richmond Hill, but like, I did
Richmond
go
Hill,
to I did go to school in Toronto until I was SK. So, I mean, whatever. But yeah, that's another segment that we want. And then
I do want to mention though, like we're doing these segments to incorporate it into the podcast. At the end of the day, we are a podcast. So we are going to be attending these events, brand events, festivals, like she said, everything she mentioned, new openings to things. Each month we'll go to a couple and just check them out. And then we'll bring them back here to the podcast, talk about them. Yeah. And like give you guys some recommendations.
Get your guys' opinion too. If you guys been there before, well,
make it really interactive, you know, expand our community beyond just people who are listening to the podcast right now or like on Instagram. We really want to like physically get out there. So we're making it a priority to implement this journalism segment and listener segment into the podcast.
Also, just a variety, more variety of guests as well. So like, I know we've been focusing, obviously we still have our 3 pillars. I forget what the 3 pillars
Personal
are.
development, mental health, and career development.
But we want to kind of branch outside there too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, we have a niche, but at the end of the day, like, there's so many people on, you know, who listen to us who are maybe athletes, and we have not an athlete yet, or I don't know.
Well, that fits within like, you know, career development and things like
But
that.
yeah, just like other kind of like areas of guests. Anyways, guys, yeah, I think we're running out of the. We've been talking for a long time.
I know.
Didn't
I
even
feel
like
I know. It
talking.
feels like I haven't even said anything, but this feels like therapy a bit to me. So like, it kind of feels good to be back here. I found myself. I just want to mention before talking to myself in the car all the time. I do that like
Oh my God,
usually.
tell me a story about when you hear me talk to myself.
Oh my God!
I've noticed now that I have a really bad. My mom. Okay, quick story before we go.
She tells me to tell a story, and then she
Also,
tells a
someone
story.
stole my shoe right outside the house.
Okay, can we streamline our thoughts right now? Number one, what
story
happens?
first. Shoe. I was getting changed in the car.
This
right
happened
now.
right now, like outside.
I literally put one Reebok shoe on the floor, and a guy with a bike snatched it and ran, took my shoe. And I was
She
like,
calls me. I was
"What
like,
are you
"Can
doing with one left shoe?"
I was like, "Can you hurry up?" She was like, "Someone just took my shoe." I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "This guy literally took one shoe off the ground."
Like, what are you doing with one left shoe? Anyways, so my mom has a bad habit. I don't know if it's a habit. I don't know if she sees ghosts. I don't know what it is, but she talks to herself. She'll be washing dishes and be like, "Yeah, anyways, and we'll be like, Mom, who are you talking to?" She's like, "Who? No one." And then go, yeah, whatever. She's like talking. We're like, yo, it's really fucking weird. Now I have a habit where
Okay,
anything
can
I
I
do.
say it? Can I
Wait,
say
I
it?
want to preface it. Anything I do, whether it's I'm doing my makeup, washing my face, getting ready, I literally be like, okay, so we're gonna do eyeliner, but before eyeliner, we're gonna do our eyebrows.
No,
But
okay,
wait, it
so-
doesn't look good like that. So wait, how about
No.
And I just I don't know. I'm like saying my thoughts.
I was home the other day. We were both home, and like I don't know what the fuck she was doing, but I heard talking. So I thought Francie was over, and I looked outside, and his car wasn't there. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I hear, "Do you like this dress?" I don't know if you like this dress. Do I like this dress? Maybe I should change this dress. Do you think I should? Yeah.
But, like, who
This
the
dress
fuck
doesn't
am
look
I
good. I was
asking?
like, who the fuck is this girl talking to? Like, I was actually getting concerned because I've never heard her talk to herself. I've only heard my mom do it, and I'm like, that's the way my mom is. But
So I literally said, "Do we like this dress?"
yeah, she was like, "Do we like this
who
dress?"
the
Like,
fuck is we?
and then it's almost like she's talking to Kiki though, because like Kiki's always there, so like
Yeah, she
you can
was
make that
on my
excuse.
bed.
But anyway, so I started recording her, and I was recording it because I was like, who the, like I don't know, like whatever. So she walks by and she just fucking sees me and screams, and I'm like,
Do you
who
have
the
the video?
maybe
Don't show it. That's embarrassing.
why?
Actually, I kind of want to see it. I didn't even see it.
I might have
I
deleted
think
it.
maybe I am talking. Maybe I'm like giving Kiki a person, like giving Kiki her own persona. I'm talking to Kiki. I think it's my like when you have your inner dialogue when it's like, ew, that dress looks fucking disgusting.
I
on you.
deleted it.
You have that inner dialogue telling you things all the time, like, ew, that dress looks ugly. Change her. Like, yeah, I like that dress. Maybe I was talking to like my actual inner dialogue. Like, do we like this? No, okay.
I kind of do that too, but like it was just funny because she was talking about the dress. But back to what I was saying before we went on that little rant is that because we haven't recorded in a while, I've been finding myself talking to myself a lot, like in the car as if I'm podcasting. I'll be like, yeah, so today I did this, 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 and this. And I realize I'm like, podcasting is literally kind of like a therapy session, and not doing it for like a whole month. I feel like I have so much to say and like so much bottled up. So I'm glad that we're back, you know?
Yeah, that's it. Which I think we
Yeah, we're
wow.
we're good for time. I thought that was gonna be a shorter one than
So,
usual. But
yeah, it's good to be back. Let us know. I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you guys want to attend our event, email me and Sam, or not email, text or DM me and Sam. Again, we only have a set limit of vouchers, and we've already
Allocated some, yeah.
a few invites. So let us know. It'll be really fun to meet everybody and just kind of like see
party. It'll
the
be
support
just a
system and
party.
Just get drunk and fucking get lit. Like,
yeah,
there's good
just have
food,
fun.
good alcohol,
DJ.
drink on us.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, see you next week or in 2 weeks.
Bye. I don't know which one to wave to.